Objection! Oh, wait, and come on, show the game, There we go. All right. I'm gonna turn it down on my end because like the game is really, really loud on my headphones. Like it's good music and good jams, it's just really loud. So yeah, hello again. We're doing more of the Ace Attorneys. I forgot to plug in my phone. I forgot to plug in my. It's fine. There's enough power in this phone. Just need to be able to check in the YouTube stream, make sure that it is currently also working. Will you just open the thing? Oh great, it froze. Well then, while we restart the phone, we shall go over what happened. So, the president from the first case, he dead. He died. And then, Wolf Boy showed up, and we're like tentatively working together, even though they're a little upsetty. And then the small boy that we've kind of seen in the background, like he's a star. He's a star of a movie with a big monster. And then for some reason he got kidnapped, and like we're looking for him because like someone's using him to blackmail the judge. So like everything got weird real quick. Everything got real weird real fast. Also, I open a window for some air. It's like it doesn't actually do anything unless I remove the curtain a little bit. And then, given like our window oversees a currently closed playground, and there's like a car there, but like I don't think I've ever seen it move. I'm sure it does, but like I haven't seen it move. I think the most people worry about it, like people below the window, like, the hell is Goggle jabbering on about? But as if I care. Yeah, we'll be getting back to game time. The goal is to try and get this done before extra live stream, which is a week from Saturday. And you guys will continue to see countdown graphics pop up on my X feed. And when I remember, like, say, this very moment that I'm talking about it, on my Blue Sky feed. Yeah, I need to do the Blue Sky post. Hold on. New post. 10 days. Game day. 10 days. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to continue to count things down. Alright, with that being said, let us pop into the case. We followed the taxi driver drove us to where the mysterious people went to, like these dudes in suits. And it looks like a garage, but not sure otherwise. Oh, did he have to drive that fast? Feel kind of queasy. Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You look a little green yourself. Ooh, I'm fine. The driver said he took the men to the garage of this house right here. Which means this must be where they brought the case. No way, look at the name on the mailbox. The name? What? Excelsior's winner? This must be that chairman guy's house. What? Excelsior's winner ordered John's kidnapping. Isn't he currently under arrest? Nice, the garage door is unlocked. You spotted that quickly, although I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It smells of engine oil in here? I guess Winner Senior must have something of a motorhead. Anybody home? No? Anybody? What are we, common house thieves? You take that back, we're great thieves, and don't let me ever hear you say different. Have some self-respect, Mr. Edgeworth. She didn't like that at all. I mean, you know, fair, but also sort of in the middle of trying to capture a criminal. Kind of understandable. Oh, hold on. Here goes smudge on my glasses. On my glasses. I have to clean my glasses. I can't see anything without my glasses. Anyway, it seems nobody's around, which hopefully means we're not at risk of being under arrest. Don't let your guard down yet. We're only just getting started. Now, let's find us some treasure. Aren't we supposed to be looking for Sean? Well, there's the trunk. I think I know what this is. Yes, this has to be it. The equipment case that Mr. Powers told us was stolen. They folded little Sean up, packed him in there, and shipped him all the way here. He's a boy, Kay, not a piece of equipment. And it's possible that he's still here. Then we'd better find him. My reputation as a great thief is riding on it. Sure it is. There's a sledgehammer, shovel, and a bunch of other heavy-duty tools here. That thing makes Judge Gravel's hammer look puny. If I ever become a judge, I'm getting one like that. I doubt you'd make yourself very popular swinging one of those in the courtroom. Really? Fine. What if I swung that shovel around instead? Then it wouldn't be a courtroom, it'd be a circus. Promise me you don't want that. Don't go to the circus. No way. This bike is super cool. There's even a skull on the headlight. I suppose it's designed so that the eyes light up when you turn it on. Really? Wow. I'll bet it's still nothing compared to when you get that steely glint in your eyes. My eyes don't actually light up, Kay. Look, a treasure. These are mechanics gloves? They're designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working on machines. They're covered in oil. Looks like it must be from a machine, too. And strangely, dirt. An awful lot of dirt. I doubt they would have gotten like this from a motorcycle maintenance. Oh, I hate the guy, I have to admit. I like his gloves a lot. You think we can maybe come up with a good excuse to borrow them? I was about to take them into evidence, but now I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Thunk. There's someone in the back there. Thud. Thunk. Clatter. Sean! Is that you? Sean, stay right there. Sean, stay right there. We're coming. Huh? That's... What? Mr. Winner? What is he doing here? Wait, this is Chairman Winner's house, right? Which means... Yes, it's Mr. Winner's home too, presumably. So how did he wind up like this? Untie him, Kay, quickly. Ow, ow, Ashen, why? I've done nothing. I've done nothing negative. Why the violence? I'll wait this out. I'll wait it out. Come on, Raiden. Come on. Let's go. Bite your head. Got him. Hi, Ashen.
Approved.
Everyone's got good vibes. There we go. How are you doing? How's your post calling there, Ashen? Little expert rope work, huh? Leave it to me. All right, like this and through there, and you're free. Are you okay, Eustace? He looks like he's been through hell. How did you come to be tied up down here?
I don't know. You found me. Why don't you tell me?
Because we don't know, which is why we're asking. I'm not sure you're going to be able to get much out of him like this. No! In which case, there's only one thing left to do. Wait, you mean... I hate to beat a man when he's down, but it might be the only way. Are you sure? Look, don't go too hard on him, okay? You might push him over the edge. Understood. I'll tread carefully, I promise. Think the post-con depressor is gone? Okay, good. Well, I can't promise I'll be very good at it. I've never held back against my opponents before, after all.
Mind bullets.
That would actually be fun. I wonder if I can actually find a copy of that to play on stream in the future. It'd be fun to redo the whole Harvey Birdman spin-off.
The last time we saw him, he was running out of the courtroom. How did you wind up here?
You don't understand. You don't know what it's like being me.
Whoa. He's been through a lot. It's going to be hard to know what might cause him to lose control. In which case, I guess I may just have to quietly listen to what he has to say.
My dude, get in there. Like, pull it together.
Why me? Why am I always the last one to know? The butt of every joke?
He clearly has questions. I'll have to do my best to try to answer them. But he's also clearly in no fit state for this. I'll need to try and finish this quickly. I should figure out what he needs to hear and try to calm him down. You're a total failure. No. Take a deep breath and tell me what's on your mind, Eustace.
No, I will not. Even if I did, it's not like you'd listen to me. What is this? Why aren't you shouting?
I like to inserted his objection there too.
You always shout objection. What? You're really gonna listen to me?
Learning the truth about your father can't have been easy. I can only sympathize.
That was the hard part. The hard part was losing everything I ever had in a single morning. Everything I thought I worked for, it was all a lie. Dad just made it happen. So, tell me, Edgeworth, what am I supposed to believe in now?
You can't lose faith in everything but yourself. You can lose faith in everything but yourself, blah. That you have to believe in. But you don't have to do it alone. Experience I can't give you, but knowledge, that I'm happy to offer.
I had some time to think while I was tied up like that, and I realized something. I'm not cut out to be a prosecutor. I'm incompetent? I don't even know the right word. Why are you ignoring me? Is this some game of yours?
Oh, I was supposed to actually say something. He cries through the way so it's impossible to tell, yeah. I'll just have to ignore his tears and concentrate on what he says. Okay, so let's fast forward to that part again.
Objection!
I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. But judging one's own competence is notoriously difficult. So I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better at this, Eustace. Day by day, inch by inch. I swear. Now, I need to ask you something. Will you help me out?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, first off, thank you for calming down. Next, I want you to tell me about your kidnapping. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remember seeing and hearing. Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you?
What do you mean? Why does anyone want to kidnap anyone for ransom, right?
I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning. Let's try another tact for now. Why would someone kidnap you only to take you back to your own home?
Do you think I want to know that too? I'm the victim here. Why are you asking me for? How am I supposed to know? They locked me in that box, then locked me up here. I was scared.
And did you happen to overhear anything your kidnappers might have said?
I think one said, if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house.
The owner of this house, that's your father, isn't it?
It is? I guess it is, huh? Oh, I get it. The kidnappers were people who hated my dad.
That's not it, at least not based on what else we know about the situation. But there's some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winner Sr. That could be a clue.
Let's see if this clue helps here. Okay.
Do you have any idea who your kidnappers might have been?
No, of course I don't. If I did, I'd have told you already.
Your captor wanted you easily to... Wow. Your captor wanted you easily at hand. And where could be more convenient than one's own home? I hate to break it to you, Eustace, but the kidnapping was ordered by your father.
What? You don't think he wanted me out of the way? That he was going to kill me?
No. Wrong one. No, well, it doesn't make sense. Like, if he wanted him killed, he would have been killed.
What good would that have done him? His own son dead in the family garage? He would instantly have become the prime suspect.
You're right. Okay, so, why do you have me kidnapped?
Well, it won't have been for ransom, not his own son. That wouldn't make sense. So his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. This could be an important clue. Why would somebody kidnap their own child if they were planning on demanding a ransom?
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Did anything odd happen during the kidnapping?
No, I just answered their stupid question, and then they grabbed me.
Their question? What did they ask you?
Hey, stop glaring like that. What was it again? Oh yeah, they asked me if I knew Cavell.
Of course! Things are starting to fall into place now. Your father, his goal wasn't to kidnap you. He was out to kidnap Judge Cavell's son, Sean Fenn, because he wanted to force her honor into declaring Warden Lagarde not guilty.
Wait, Cavell has a son? And it was also Lagarde would not be found guilty?
I think you were mistaken for Sean, and that's why you were kidnapped.
What? I mean, I went through all that, but by mistake? Well, wait, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that explains the part where...
Well, what? Have you remembered something?
No, it's nothing. I'm nothing. I'm useless, meaningless. Just go, leave me alone.
This isn't good. I think I pushed him as far as he reasonably can be pushed. I have to calm him down and get him to tell me what it is he just remembered. Oh.
Like, okay. Kind of feeling bad for bro. Because, like, this is still this... I think this is still the same day. He's like, oh, my dad orchestrated my whole life. Nothing I've accomplished is my own. Then I got kidnapped this morning. Used as a pawn, but it wasn't even me they wanted. I just got in the way. And I'm locked up in my own home. And dad is worse than I thought. And yeah, no, he's going through it. He's going through it. I don't think it's even lunchtime yet. He's going through it.
Judging by his fragile demeanor, I'd say he's still suffering considerably.
I need to help him get back on his feet. You remembered something just now. What was it?
I don't remember anything. All I remember is him.
Him? You mean your father?
No, I didn't mean bring him up. I'm not thinking compared to him. I'd never have made prosecutor if he didn't help me.
I've been wanting to ask about that for some time. Why did you become a prosecutor?
Oh, what do you mean? You think it too, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be one? That I'm no good at it? Say something, will you?
You chose this path. Why? You must have a reason.
It's not like that. It's no big reason behind it at all. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important.
I'll bet it is.
Like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't mean much to anybody except me.
Oh, I've often felt much the same about my own reasons for becoming a prosecutor.
Really? You have? But you're a real one, a good one, a success. Even my dad, the chairman of the committee, said so.
You wanted your father's approval. I can well understand that.
You can? I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. I just wanted to not be useless.
You're not covering for your father in any way, are you?
What? No, I won't cover for him ever again. I mean, why would I after what he's done?
You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Is that fair to say?
I mean, why can't I be just once? Just once in my stupid life. Why can't I make it better? Why can't I clean his name?
It isn't possible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clean one, a clear one.
Huh? I never knew that.
In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue as your kidnapping shows. Knowing that, do you still think you can help him?
But what else do I have? What else am I supposed to do?
Ooh, why don't you be the better man and rise above the father who made a fool of you? Stare him straight in the eyes and stop him from committing any more crimes.
Hey, you're right. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything.
Ooh, that seems to have calmed him down again. Now I'll just need him to tell me what happened to the evidence. Let's see if I can give him the courage he'll need to stand up to his father. Key pieces of evidence from the Lagarde trial failed to come up to court. As the prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow?
No, that's not what happened. You haven't heard my side of the story.
Okay, I'm listening, bitch. I'm also drinking. I need a clear throat.
I thought I was putting them in the safest place. But, what did I do? What did I do?
I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tact. What's the connection between your father and Warden Lagarde?
Sorry, I don't know much about that.
You can't think of anything. Even the smallest morsel could be a valuable clue.
Oh, I think they maybe worked together once, and
Oh. And? What is it? What else have you remembered?
I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her.
Ooh, interesting. And did he have any particular reason to recommend her?
I guess he thought she was good at her job, unlike me. I think they knew each other from back when he was the chief prosecutor.
What was he like back then? Was he different at all?
Oh, he was amazing. There wasn't a piece of evidence he didn't know, or a case file he hadn't read.
An intimate knowledge of cases and evidence pertaining to them. That could be an important clue. Seems he's shouting in his own self-doubt again. Guess I'd better send out a lifeboat and bring him back in. I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible. With your father, isn't that correct?
What? He told me it would be safe with him. He said there was nowhere safer.
Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust, and in the ugliest way possible.
So he got rid of it? Why? What were you thinking?
Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warden Lagarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you.
What?
There's a chance the evidence is still in Chairman Winner's possession. And we still don't know where Sean is. We need to get back out there and find him.
It's all my fault. What do I do now?
I can't stand by and watch him like this. He's had a brutal collision with a rowdy he never even knew existed. I should ask him what he means to do now. Perhaps I can help him figure that out. Therapy sessions with Edworth. There's no way around it. The road ahead will be a hard one. But maybe this is fate, and maybe my job is to point him in the right direction. So, what now, Eustace?
Well, first I'm gonna give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man.
It's clothes make the man, Eustace.
It is? Oh, thanks, Edworth. I'm learning a lot from you today.
That's good to hear. Now about that jacket. Why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it?
All right, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again. But how? How do I get there? Tell me, what do I need to do? I don't know. I don't know.
I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line. Do you mean to be like your father? To continue to ignore the truth?
Come on, give me a break, will ya? Can't a guy get a glass of human kindness?
Are you talking about the milk of human kindness? I'm afraid that's not quite how the phrase is used.
Huh? It is not?
Ooh, listen, talking with you like this, it's helpful for me as well. There was a time where there were truths I didn't want to face up to either. But a good friend taught me the error of my ways.
That's, nice, but I don't have anyone like that.
If you could muster the courage to try and find your feet again, I'd be very happy to help.
You would?
But only if you really mean to try.
I don't want to be like my dad.
You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, Eustace, I see it now. You mean to continue working as a prosecutor, Eustace?
I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. I probably shouldn't even think about carrying on, should I?
The only person who can answer that question is you. Only you can decide what path you choose to walk.
Then, I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now, I'll regret it the rest of my life. I know it.
So he intends to see this through. I'll bear this in mind. He's told me that he wishes to be better than his father, and that he wishes to remain a prosecutor. I take that to mean that he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself, and it tells us where he means to go next. Pass through this. If only he'd remember his own words from a few minutes ago. The decision he made should serve as a good guide as to what he should do next. You want to remain a prosecutor, but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy. The path you have chosen is that of the true prosecutor, and now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. You're lucky! I myself still haven't quite decided what to do with my own life. But you have, and it's a choice you made all on your own. Now all you have to do is believe in yourself, and in the path you've chosen. Mistaken for Sean and kidnapped by his own father's underlings, and losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor after his father stole his evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day, more than I can imagine. Well, it took a little longer than I would have thought, but that's checkmate.
No!
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast. He's particularly speedy when it comes to running from things, it seems. We don't have much time left. I think we'd better check in on Fender. He'll want an update on what we've discovered. And we need to know what's going on in the courthouse. But Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge? We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Francesca will continue for the prosecution. Alright. Is that really alright though? It's gonna have to be. Like you say, Eustace ran off. Look, I hate to be a stickler for the details, but let's go over this one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof means no conviction. That's all there is to it. That makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come up with it and whip you into it. Oh! Eddie, darling, how much longer is it going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible. Sorry, Peeps. It's our friend the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a freaking mule. Then give me a satisfactory explanation. Or I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can. Seriously? I've already taken more looks than I've had birthdays. Come on, Miles. What's taking so long? I'm happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. Oop, sorry, G. This one's important. Mind if I take it? Fine. Fender! Mazzarino, boy. I'm ever glad to hear your voice. How are things at your end? We found Eustace. Sweet. And the knife? And the chisel? Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care. Which means that Chairman Winner is the only person who knows where they are. Chairman Winner? But why would he... We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet. But we do know that Chairman Winner and one Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others didn't know about. Gotcha. Alright, I guess next move will be to get Winner on the stand. Best to hear the deeds from the proverbial horse's mouth, right? I'll keep looking for missing evidence, and for Sean. Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? I can't keep this one from going to the judges much longer. We're Nat's whisker from verdict here.
Understood. I wonder how long Dr. Gravel's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry.
How are things going in the courtroom, Doom?
They're going to call Chairman Winter to the stand. Who knows how that will go for them?
Yeah, he's already stooped to evidence stealing, kidnapping. What else is he capable of?
Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have relating to him just in case it might help.
Good idea. All right, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence fresh from the evidence oven.
The gloves we found in the garage. Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else?
What about the case file from IS-7? Chairman Winter was involved, right?
Yes. He'd help suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. Excellent. And do we have anything else?
Oh, we sure do. Lastly, from far from least, there's this.
Your autograph pin. Okay. I asked for evidence relating to Chairman Winter. Can you please try and take this seriously?
Says the guy who spends his life presenting people with evidence has nothing to do with anything.
That's different.
Wait, that's Eustace.
Huh? Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Ah! Rude. He totally ignored me.
What was he doing in the big building, I wonder?
Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to.
Yes, good idea. The hatch is wide open.
Maybe Eustace opened it.
Did Eustace really come down here?
Miss Edgeworth, look. The safe, it's open.
I guess maybe he did come down here. We'd better take a closer look.
There's some stuff left in the safe.
Oh, that's the chess set from the case. And the ring from the other case?
I think we'd better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive all prying. Is it a document of some kind?
Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached to it.
There's a what attached to it?
This picture, it's of...
Oh, that's Mr. Knight, right?
I'm not doing the voice filter. Bronco Knight, present personal bodyguard.
Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's this paperwork about?
I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look.
You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow, and I'll make that worm admit he's Canis's lackey if it's the last thing I do. So you do your bit too and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it.
It seems to be some sort of report on Knight.
Yeah, and it must be from right around the time he was killed.
We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fifi Lagarde, don't you?
I'd say so.
But who was it written for?
Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe?
And I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelsior's winner himself.
Proof that they really did know each other.
Indeed! And not only that, it proves another connection.
Huh?
Lagarde and Winner were trying to flush out Mr. Canis's henchman.
Oh, you mean
Bodhidharma.
Bodhidharma Canis, right? The assassin guy with a soft spot for dogs.
Yes, something links the three of them. Something they don't want anyone to know about.
What?
I don't know yet, but I suspect it has something to do with the case.
Wait, there's something else in here we've seen before.
Something on his finger. Oh, wow, we never did look at that ring. Holy shit. It's a ring, expensive looking one at that. Well, well, Mr. Knight. Your chess set and your ring are here too. All your possessions in one place. So basically, the safe is full of evidence from the murder at the prison. It would seem so. Which means the missing knife and chisel might be here too. Knife, chisel. No dice, there's nothing here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff. Really? Curses. Knight may be dead. Curse you, Edgeworth, our game isn't over yet. Aye. But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. Wait. I saw that ring. What is that ring doing here? Like, I thought I was mistaken. Like, oh, it's a different ring because it came from like off Knight. But how did Knight come to own it? What? Two and some cotton candy, perhaps. Oh, he's involved. Of course he is. I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You! The killer! It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing here? It's just as I said. I'm selling cotton candy. Can I really not interest you in some? Parting Clouds it's called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself. And so delicious. You'll feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. He's the last person on earth I'd accept cotton candy from. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? The case solved. It's been fully resolved, can you? Have you been watching us this whole time? Watching you? No. I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point. How are the two things any different? And what does he want with us? The president's murder. Was that you? Oh no. My contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn, despite multiple attempts over the years. And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. It certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found. And after Mr. Rook died to save him too. As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. Thanks to? What does that mean? The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target. A betrayal of trust for which I won't soon forgive them. That is why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person. Is he talking about whoever it was that killed the president? And who is this person, if you don't mind my asking? Now, I can't tell you that. It is against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time. And what are you going to do when you find them? Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course. What are you saying? What's going to happen to them? I think you can imagine. Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up. But I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend, Bodhidharma Canis, he escaped 3 days ago. What? 3 nights ago, to be precise, his cell was suddenly simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Wait, the killer went to pay Canis in prison. Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for? Now, I'd better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to ground in the end. First the killer, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose. That sound. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Cavell's cell phone.
Could it be Sean?
How's it going, Miles?
Whoever it is using a voice changer. Who is this? It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course. Red raincoat? You're the one who abducted Kay. Bingo. Well figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor.
I can't hear, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button? I was as surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball.
Hey, I'm standing right here, you know.
But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer. What? This must be the person the killer was talking about. I also called to say thank you. I neither want nor need your thanks. Sure, but you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right. I abducted Kay, as you put it. But why would I do that, That's right, because I need you to help make sure that Winner got caught. No. If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winner who kidnapped Judge Cavell's boy. You? How do you know about that? You and the good judge are more similar than you might know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. How could they possibly know that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple, at least. The sweet, innocent little Sean is here with me right now. Well, no. Oh, sounds like the one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces. Well, Kay, what do you say? Why don't you come and steal him back, just like you said you would? You wouldn't want to be the amazing Yatagrasu's first commission to be a failure, would you? They even know about that. How can they possibly know so much? Oh, don't get the wrong idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winner is still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Sean. I just got there first. So they knew, so there were 2 kidnapping plots. Blah, 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 blah. Whew, what a bunch of clowns. His goons kidnapped his own son by mistake. Is Sean really there with you? Prove it. Put him on the phone. Oh, he's here. But I'm afraid I can't do that. He's, sleeping. So sweet. Then why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all. Look, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you. What do you want? What's the end game here? Are you just trying to get Lagarde acquitted? Nope. I could care less whether they find her guilty or not. So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winner. My end game is going to have to stay a secret for now. Alright, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay? Don't think for one second you'll get away with this. Oh, don't worry. I'm counting you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very highly. There was a loud bang. Why was there a loud bang? Oh. Who was that? I wish I knew, but they didn't give us enough to figure it out. Deliberately, I imagine. What? So we'd have nothing go on? That's not fair. They should know a whole lot about us. Indeed they did. You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible they were so party to so much that happened in private? Right? They knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation. Is her badge bugged? Because that's the only thing that Edgeworth kept. We need to figure out how. Where were they getting the information from? Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew? One of the friends, I think you might even be becoming friends. She visited you at the detention center, right? Want the amazing Yadagarasu's first commission to be a failure, would you? Or it's Judge Winner. Or Judge Cavell, sorry, Judge Cavell. That's it. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. I've got it, Kay. I know how they knew. Huh? Really? Whoever it was, they must have been listening, been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer. What? Like they're eavesdropping on us? Think about what the kidnapper said. Only I could see your faces. If only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't. So they weren't filming or following us. Okay, so what? They hit a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at stuff in my bag. Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back to what they said again. They somehow knew about something they shouldn't have. Judge Gavella's impromptu visit and our conversation at the visitor center. What evidence do I have of my person at that point?
Take that!
Hey, can I take a closer look at your badge? You have a bracelet pin? No, it's mine. What? Seriously, Miss Edgeworth. Sure, you're Great Thief's assistant now. But that doesn't mean you can wear the pin right away. You have to earn it. I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs. Huh? This whole thing? Let's take a look, shall we? There's something I've been wanting for a while now, but has this been something you inherited or... Nope, there wasn't one, so I made it myself. I suppose that makes sense. It is quite flashy. I can't imagine any other thief wanting to wear it. What? You don't have to be so mean. Huh? Whoa! Oh, so I was right. How did you know? Whoever it is we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently. When they knocked me unconscious, you mean? Precisely, which made me think the bug must be one in your possession. But they also overheard my conversation with Judge Cavell when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time. I get it. So you thought back over what let you keep hold of when they locked you up. Yes, all the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning the only thing I could possibly have been having was your pin. So they were listening in on us the whole time, and they heard everything we said. I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more. Wait, they're probably listening to what we're saying right now. They may well be, yes. Hey, jerkface. Okay. Eavesdropping, coward. Why don't you come out and show yourself? What was that sound?
Oh, ow, dang it.
Oh, look, it's Tabby.
Y'all should know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout that loud without a word of warning. Made me jump halfway across out my skin.
Sorry.
What's got you so ornery anyhow? Get a load of this, seriously. It'll make your blood boil. It will, huh? I'm all ears.
I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves, Kay. Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is.
Oh, thanks. Nearly walked right into that. Come on. Y'all no fun at all. I was counting on you open up and spilling the beans all over there, that plaza.
I'd better switch off the bug before I forget.
So, did y'all find that kidnapping kitty?
Speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away. Was it the boy in this photograph?
Huh? No, that ain't him. Kid I saw looked dumb in mud, and even if he did in some fancy school uniform. No prizes for guessing who she means.
So Miss Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we'd better take another look around.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hello, sir.
Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up some new information. There's only 20 minutes left until 2. Are we going to make it in time?
Wait, Miss Edgeworth, I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. There's a weird noise in the background, right?
There was?
Yeah, the bang.
Wait, she's right. We heard a loud bang right at the end. Could that provide a hint as to who the kidnapper's location?
Loud bang, you say? I see.
Oh, will you stop eavesdropping?
Boy, you never get any cuddlier, do you, Ruffles?
Oh, there's an ad starting here in a minute. I'm gonna take that minute to go feed the cat, so be right back. All right. Yeah, there's another 20 seconds till the next ad ends, but we'll wait here for a minute. While I get another drinky in me.
Drinky.
How else am I supposed to keep up these dulcet tones? Also, if my phone would unlock appropriately, that'd be great. Thank you, phone.
It didn't want to work earlier. I was very sad about that.
There we go. All right.
That's going to catch up with everything all at once.
All right, Tabby, what do you got?
How about that? Little help from little old me, and y'all make a giant leap closer to solving the case. Closer? Sure. If by close you mean we wound up going after the completely wrong victim.
She must have barely looked at the photo at all.
Oh, really? Here I thought I'd given y'all a tip of the century. My bad.
It's not your fault. It's still also putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn not to do that again.
Yeah, that ain't nice. I don't gotta give y'all no tips at all, you know, and I won't. Not if you're gonna be like that. Alright, fine. Maybe just this one. Maybe only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time.
A real scoop? This should be good. Your scoop. Also sneezing.
Sneezing completed.
Fine. I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What is the scoop of yours?
Proof, that's it. Proof that Torosaurus really is real.
Alright. Okay, we're leaving.
Wait. I ain't lying, I swear. Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true.
We don't have time for this, but we also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps?
Ooh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharpen and gosh dang tack. I captured sound of big old pasty breathing fire went out. Is what I captured.
I was hoping for something a little better than that.
Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me it ain't true. Alright, ready? Fire breathing time, dagnabbit. Rawr!
There. Well,
Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but could have just been something breathing fire, maybe? And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see this fire-breathing something with your own eyes?
Well, not exactly my eyes as such, just being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened.
Surely the real Torosaurus would be pretty hard to miss no matter how far away you were standing.
Well, see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call not standard means.
Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
Really dug myself a hole here, huh? See, I might have could have rigged up a little wireless intercept, hoping to do a little scoop detecting.
that's so sad. Poor insect.
Not an insect, Kay, an intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. It would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions.
Me and Chief been down here last big building sniff around for the last couple of days.
Looking to Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area.
Go, go!
Thank you for the YouTube follow, Jazril. Oh, that's right. I reset my phone, so I didn't have YouTube open. Ah! Hold on 1 second. Let me pop that back open. Keep track of YouTube people's via my phone, and then I reset it, and I forgot to unreset it. My bad.
But hi, how you doing? I'm over on Twitch as well.
Doing both.
Sure have. Which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. Pound on the feet, electricity in the air. This was it. Torosaurus at last.
You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you?
The long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct?
Hey, I don't need to see things. I'm a righty here. Anyhow, I kept listening till down the last line comes. Hear power there's voice, hollering fit to beat that band.
Oh, that's my phone. I was like, why can't I hear my voice clearly? Oh, because I turned on my phone to check again.
I'm being silly.
What was that sound? Oh, apologies for that. I'm sure Kate didn't mean to bowl you over with her little outburst. I assume it was as shocking as it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't you?
What? Are you saying she planted it?
Hey, come now. I ain't into no bugging, just a little light-hearted interception is all.
Would you mind if we borrowed the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd?
What? Do what you dang, please.
Oh my... Is that... Oh, there's a lot of people. Mr. Saint, Miss Berry.
How's it going? Did you find him? Not yet. Poor Sean. Sean? Oh, nothing. Just a slip of the tongue. I guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes. You did? That's great. Thanks so much. Now maybe they won't arrest me again. And again. And again. Hi, Gumshoe. Stop, Gummy. Why are you running away from us? Detective Gumshoe. When you gave up your badge, so I didn't know what to do with myself. So I thought, if you weren't gonna be a prosecutor anymore, then maybe I shouldn't be a detective either. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around anymore, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be investigating crimes. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, too. Is that what you were doing just now? And back then, too. I think your former subordinate... It's misspelled in the flashback! It's misspelled in the flash... No... Balls... I'm not going to count that as my misspelling of the stream, because we found a mistake every stream, but I'm not counting that. Of the situation, and it all sucks. That Gumshoe did that. Woo! So Rosie Ringo's autopsy report. Also, hello West. We now went down to the detention center to see how Kay was doing. Good evening and salutations. You get to my level, you don't uncover. Oh wait, Gumshoe overheard this. Holy shit. Murder, that's the truth I created. You overheard that? Yeah. So I'm back and I looked over the evidence, dug a little something I thought might help. No way, Gummy, you're the best. I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you. Oh, my pleasure, kid. Good to see you got your memory back, by the way. Thanks. Alright, so anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's it. Wait, Gummy, don't run off again. We get it, you can look into stuff yourself now. That's great. And it helps me right when I needed it most. But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed an anything, but we're investigating the case regardless. And I ask you, not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Oh, we get the friend. We get the friend confession. About fucking time. Just admit that you like Gumshoe, you dummy. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us? Oh, wow. That feels like 8 games worth of, like, build-up for that one bow. Stop it, you'll kill me. Come on, Gummy. All right, I'll do it. Just stop bowing, being nice to me, okay? It's weird. Gummy. Thank you, Detective. Alright, so, what do you need? Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigations, Detective? Oh, yeah, sure I can. Alright, so, I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1, I've got some results for you from when the forensics looked at case clothes. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. When was, 3Z's. I guess that's what she was drugged with at Gourd Lake. Before she was taken to the roof of the big building. Sure seems that way. Now for number 2, I got hold of the footage from the security camera in front of the big building elevator.
The camera that captured President Wang and Judge Geveld that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting up onto the roof, correct? And therefore, anyone using it should have been caught on camera.
Oh, that's right. So why you take back the 2 nights ago? We should have been able to see Kay being carried up there when she was out cold.
And did you spot me, Gummy?
I watched it all fast forward. Everything from 2 days ago till the end.
Yes, and?
Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere.
I thought it was too good to be true. So how did the kidnapper get her up there? I think we'll need to look into that in a little more detail. And the last item on your list.
Oh, yes, sir. This is a big one. The third thing I have to tell you is, it's great to be working with you again. I hope you catch that last thing I do and never wraps it up.
I put you through a lot, Detective, but that doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. Doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use.
Oh, no mercy, huh? I guess I shouldn't have expected it. Yes. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth.
A boy has been kidnapped. I need you to help find him.
Oh, kidnap?
Yes, his name is Sean Fenn.
Oh, wait. The kid with the horns?
You know him.
I saw him earlier today.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, he got off that bus over there, and then he walked off towards the garbage disposal area.
Where's that?
Oh, just over there. That's where all the officers in the big building put their trash before it get taken away. Oh, where he went from that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then.
I think we better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area.
Thank you, Gumshoe. Heart you. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Prosecutor Winner? With some serious investigative magic, that's how.
It was pure luck, actually, but never mind.
You didn't even need our help, huh? That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way? Oh, this place a little ways called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it?
Sunshine Coliseum, that's over by the harbor.
That place from Ace Attorney 4 that probably came out around this time, therefore they got to reuse it. Oh, I see Max poking his little head out there. Hi, Max. And what appears to be Don Flamingo if he had a hot air balloon. And bananas. There was a whole bunch of people there for a big event. We thought it might be worth a look. You mean the festival? Oh, that sounds fun. Wish I had gone and checked it out. Oh yeah, it's super fun. There are food stands and fireworks. Simeon didn't like the crowds much, but... Yeah, you don't have to tell them that. Alright, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're all going to the festival together. It's kind of lucky you found Prosecutor Winter so quickly.
Lucky? In what way?
We have to go practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway.
I see. I'm sorry to have kept you from your duties at the circus.
Oh no, it's nothing to worry about really. We were glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved. Of course, just because they found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warden Lagarde guilty. What? You mean they still might throw me back in jail? No, I can't go back. I can't.
Come now, Kay. Do you really have to torment the poor boy?
Huh. I'm getting that, like, okay. I played every single Ace Attorney game, like every single one. And right now, like, if I look at the profiles, like, of these people here, like, someone is apparently the Red Raincoat guy and is, like, the, you know, evildoer, like, in the show. And I can only assume it's someone that we've met at this point, right? Like, someone's gonna turn around like, I was the evildoer all along. And it's not Shelley. And it's not our dead president. Excelsius is like behind bars and doubtful he could carry all of this out himself. Because the dude wanted him captured. This dude's dead. This dude's on the run. And while, like, in theory, it could be him, like, this is way too much, it feels like. But, like, that's still a question mark. Tabby also could be a little sus, given we found her during the first case. We haven't seen her again since now. And she does have a reversible red raincoat that could be the same red raincoat that we saw. What's bugging me right now, though, is Simeon. Because they said he said he came to watch the trial, and then after the kidnapping, like, the dude gave us a call and was like, "Ah, fuck you guys." And at the end, we heard an explosion. And they said they were at the festival by Sunshine, which would, in theory, have big explosive fireworks. I'm wondering if this dude is actually a fucking, like, asshole. Because, okay, it's not going to be Regina. While I love Regina, she's as deep as a kiddie pool, all right? She does not think that far ahead. Will Powers, there's no actual bet. He was standing right there when we took the call. Fifi's on the stand currently. Eustace is running around like an idiot. And he's still running. No. Like, they're in the courtroom. Like, you have to think of who actually was able to give the call. Dick is not. No. Verity is currently on the stand, so doubtful. Head empty, no thoughts. Yeah. Unless Sean's a 13-year-old evil mastermind, no. The crew member Penny, no. I like his remote crew member. Her name is Penny Nichols. They put Penny Nichols there. Fuck. Let's see. Dead. No. Also no. He wouldn't want the president dead. But everything else kind of lines up maybe if he really want to get Winner. And he would have known Kay previously as well. So it would have to be someone who we knew previously to know Kay to be able to use Edgeworth. So the ones that make sense as far as people that weren't around us when we took that call could be Shilon Lang, Simeon, Tabby. I don't know. I shouldn't really mark her as a possibility because of that bang, and we didn't hear it near us, and she was right there, like a few minutes later. I can't not like mark her off my list. So he's questionable, but I highly doubt it's that specific. So I guess in reality, she's like number 3. He's kind of tied with Lang as far as sus levels. I don't quite trust you. Just something that he said there, like I was at the circus, and the fact the circus went into my logic. So Sean walked him in this direction, huh? It would seem so. Perhaps we'll find some clues here as to his current whereabouts. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. This milk carton. That's the same brand of milk, same brand Sean drinks. Something happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it. So they kept it locked tight, huh? I guess they don't want non-residents disposing of their trash here. The trash is collected at 11 a.m. I guess that's why the enclosure is empty. Oh, you always turn yourself in oil. Big stuff too. Today must have been the day they take the big stuff away. Yeah, it sure looks that way. I'll bet the big squash machine squash it all up good. They don't do that with the large items. They just take them away as they are. They do, huh? How do you know that, huh? Wait, Mr. Fender's pretty keen for you to join him, right? I'll bet he sent you some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away.
You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay, but only sometimes. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Sean was abducted from the garbage disposal area.
Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? But why would Sean even come here in the first place?
I imagine he must have had something to dispose of.
But the truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now. It's totally empty.
Yes, because the garbage was already collected.
You think, or did someone steal it all? I smell a crime here, Mr. Edgeworth.
I certainly smelled something as well. But is it really the scent of a crime?
We found here, yep.
Hi, bud. Mr. Powers, can I ask you somewhat impertinent question?
Yes, but we're going to save first, because I do not want to insult this man. He is very large.
Oh, sure. What is it? Are you planning on making any more Steel Samurai? Sorry. Does this have something to do with your case? No, I was simply asking out of interest. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but they don't let us talk about this stuff with just anybody. I'm sorry to put you in such a spot. I knew it was a long shot. Oh well.
Edgeworth likes the tokusatsus. Alright.
But he didn't say they weren't planning to make anything. Interesting.
You know, honestly, this right here is me with two of my friends whenever they're under NDAs. It is the exact conversation when something's announced. I'm like, you bitches knew. How dare you? Yeah, I don't think that there's anything actually from him, but... Yeah, no, nothing. And yelled this guy like, hey, my two newest pals. Yeah, that was gross. Go for a start. New town, new house. Cops are in your tail? Why is it? Who is this taxi driver? Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, wait. I didn't actually talk to Regina. Me and all my friends went out looking. Oh, but you beat us to it. No fair.
Her friends? I guess she means the animals. Today's the first public performance of your new show, correct?
Yep, it sure is. We're practicing so hard for this one.
So Mr. Saint would be performing too.
Of course! He practiced harder than anybody, even if he did spend the whole time saying no, no, no. He even went up in the balloon to spread the word from the sky. So you have to come and see him perform, okay? It will mean so much more to him.
Of course, assuming we can solve this case before then. Did you say that you enlisted the help of your animals in your search?
Yep. If it had been Azia or Regent, we might have found something. But Simeon, the big scaredy cat, was all no, 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 put a stop to that. So boring.
If it was Mr. Saint, the whole town would be probably in uproar right now.
Oh, come on, Simeon. Why would you do that? Setting the whole circus loose on the city would have been super fun. I'm sorry. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing to me? I'm the one person who didn't say anything.
Only a taxi and a blue truck have been through the plaza this morning. That'd be the trash truck, right? Can I connect them?
Mr. Saint, you mentioned fireworks before.
Huh? Fireworks?
Yes, at the event at the Colosseum. Were you setting them off even during the daylight hours?
Oh yeah, a bunch went off while we were there.
What are you thinking, Miss Edgeworth? The loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework?
Huh?
Flashback time. Wow.
I like how the killers always have some sound effect going off in the background right before they hang up. Because that happened to the killer in the second game.
For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud.
Which means fireworks. Which means the Colosseum. So the kidnapper was near there, right? But how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away.
Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. What if the police were to lend a hand?
Can I connect these? Yep.
Only 2 vehicles came through this morning, a taxi and a blue truck.
And Yusuf was taken away in the taxi.
Right. Well, it seems that Sean was likely abducted from the garbage disposal truck. And if the garbage was collected at 11 a.m. Oh, I get it. Now we know what kind of truck he was. Indeed. It must have been the garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue.
Some cop he was. How did he not even notice there was one of those cool trash squishing machines?
Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's the day they collect larger items. For which they wouldn't use a specialized garbage truck, just a regular truck like any other. But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. And where do garbage trucks go? Oh, to the dump, right?
Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised themselves as a trash collector? But then the truck would probably have been fake, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump?
No! I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real.
Yeah? How do you figure that?
Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us.
What tells us the garbage truck must have been real? The lack of garbage. Or...
Take that!
See, I would have said it's the lack of trash, because, but I guess they want us to look at the lock.
Take that!
The garbage disposal area is kept locked.
Oh yeah, so only a real garbage collector and a real garbage truck could have opened it.
Precisely. The garbage truck can have been a fake. Perhaps whoever abducted Sean put him in a large cardboard box and that they prepared for the job. Now, mix that in amongst all the other oversized items.
And the garbage collector would have taken it away, no questions asked.
Exactly. Allowing the kidnapper to wait the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could then claim to have thrown the box away by mistake and collect it without incident.
Alright, so where did they take the garbage after it leaves here? Let's see. We have 2 possibilities.
But which of the garbage processing facilities was Sean taken to?
Daybreak. Because it's right next to Sunshine.
So, based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum.
And one of the garbage facilities is right there.
A series featuring Miles Edgeworth, who, as an antagonist and playable character, and is implied to be gay. This can be inferred through behavior, dress, and his lack of interest in women. Also by the fan base, and the fan base, and the yaoi art, and the fan base. Also, hi, Icarus. I peeked in a bit this morning. I saw you were still alive, and I get up in the morning to teach, so I might have poked in your stream a little bit this morning. I saw you. Pretty sure I saw you this morning. Yeah, you're pretty sure.
I think it's likely that's where Sean was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near that area. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility?
Oh, it's not like you asked, sir. Feels a little flat, if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to.
You don't mind, even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore.
Oh, I told you already. A detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors.
Thank you.
Banana. Having issues, internet was not liking me. Oh. Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time.
You're right, we'll need to hurry. I doubt Judge Cavell and the others can hold out much longer. I'm counting you, Detective Gumshoe.
I won't let you down, sir. I'll be on an official search. But I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that.
I'm coming too, Gummy. I promised I'd snatch Sean from the jaws of danger, and that's just what I'm going to do.
I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows, I may be able to drag proceedings out just a little longer.
All right, with me, everybody. In the deepest night.
Ah, it's all distracting too. There's a moment to lose.
Yes, sir.
But I didn't finish. When all the birds dare to take fly. We're going to stop the proceedings with an objection, aren't we? Oh no, I didn't have the voice mod on. Ah, boo. I can't like turn it on midstream, and I don't like how it bleeds extra noise in the background. So honestly, Excelsior's just getting normal voice for now. Apologies, guys.
Well, if it isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Excelsior's winner.
The accused will turn to face of prosecution. I'm not done with you yet.
I already told you, Francisca. It doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But I suppress evidence or to keep her out of jail? No, that's preposterous.
But we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence in your care.
I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. Or why he'd say such a thing. I don't know what's gotten into him lately.
Objection!
What if I could prove that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry? Prove? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore?
Mas Edgeworth, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What do you think you are barging in like this?
I'm sorry, Francisca, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly?
What are you doing?
Judge Cavell? I came before the court with important new evidence. I ask you allow me to present it.
Oh, have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this can be allowed.
Well, the defense hopes that you'll let him, G. Just saying. What's he thinking over on the prosecution side?
Fine. The prosecution has no objections.
Objection!
Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy, it's a courtroom. And this is flagrant contempt. Isn't that right, Verity? No, as long as Sean's still missing, she'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winner wants. If only there's some way of telling her he might be found at any moment. Judge Cavell, I would ask only this, that you trust in me and my assistant, just this once.
Speaking of which, where's Kay?
She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all.
Objection!
Nonsense, there's no evidence to be found. You're just stalling for time.
Objection!
There's a lot of objections going on.
The most important piece of evidence of all, eh? Hey, gee. I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe you should try Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, I say little pal, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief Yatagarasu. It seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Cavell? The evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know what it is. Kay is only moments from snatching it from the jaws of danger.
Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it.
You have my thanks.
Have you all gone completely mad? You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what exactly?
Just what I said, that Warren Lagarde and Chairman Winner are far better acquaintances than he claims. Allow me to present to you...
Take that!
This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone. Oh yeah? Who might that be? The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde. Oh, wait. Is that the interrogation where... Mm-hmm. Well, Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered.
This is indeed important evidence.
Miles Edgeworth, you're referring to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate? To whom was this report addressed?
A very good question, Miss Von Kalmer. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom of the 51st floor of the big building.
That's the storeroom where the lots of underground options were kept.
It is an auction, if you recall, that was presided by one Excelsius Winner. And that is whom the report in question was addressed. You still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another?
I'll refrain from commenting on that matter for the moment, if you don't mind.
What?
I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it?
Have you gone the events of the morning already? I think I proved that fact most adequately.
I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes, but that was not the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then, well, you certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me.
You will wiggle your way out of this one.
So unfair. Tell me, Verity, please. I'm not being slippery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Unlike you, when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude, that was most unlike you. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing to do your sacred duty to the law. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures. You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot be true. It cannot truly be considered a fact. I'm afraid I have no choice but ask that Mr. Edgeworth's theory be struck from the record.
Oh, it's no good. She has to know for certain that Sean is safe.
I'm sorry, my boy. What counts as truth out in the field and the courtroom are two different things.
And you're more willing to bend the truth in the courtroom. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you're scurrilous soul? Scurrilous soul. I'm simply accepting the court's verdict as the truth, should I choose to acquit me, as should you.
Oh, we can't find this missing evidence. We're in trouble.
Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need to, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up. Ever. Acquit not guilty and we can all go home.
Objection!
Eustace? Who said that? Dad? Eustace? What are you doing here? Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this?
And where have you been? You can't just abandon your duties like this. I'm sorry.
You're unfit to be a prosecutor. You're a complete utter disgrace.
I,
Why, Eustace? Why can you just not get it into your head? There's no place for an incompetent fool like you.
Dad,
Oh!
I brought some vital evidence. So, can I please, take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please?
Oh, well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise. Eustace, my boy, what's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on?
Dad,
Come on, my boy, spit it out. What is it? Do you want Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? All right. Why don't you run along home and I'll be with you soon?
get back on the stand right now.
What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection!
Judge Cavell, the prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can call the end of the proceedings just yet.
No objection from team defense. Only wish you could have her original team captain say that for herself, though.
The prosecution has no objections either. You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity? He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Sean, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Cavell's hands are still tied. That sound... That's her cell phone. Mine is also ringing.
Oh, whoa, I'm getting a call too.
Oh, no, it's Fender. Ooh.
Wait, Edgeworth!
Mr. Fender. Hey, oh, look at the little dude. Oh, he's calling Mom. That's why the other phone rang.
We found John!
We found Sean. Detective, you did it. Oh my word, Gumshoe without his jacket on is absolutely adorable. Look at him. That's okay. That's like a new favorite just picture, just in general with Gumshoe. That's great.
Oh, the most important piece of evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, your great thieveness.
Haha, thanks. We just thought you should know right away. See you all soon. Judge Cavell, it's for you. Hello? Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everyone properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? Alright, be careful. I'll see you back at home. And she's back. The proceedings will continue. I feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm.
How? Is this some idiotic joke?
It is no such thing. The witness will return to the stand, and Mr. Winner will step up to the prosecutor's bench.
Yes, ma'am.
I think even Francesca can see there's something different. Eustace Winner.
Yeah?
I leave matters in your hands.
Huh?
Facing down your own father, this won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Do not disappoint me. Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court.
Yeah, the knife and the chisel?
Whoa, you tracked down the missing murder McJigs?
Well, Mr. Winner, did you?
About that. No, I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere. But I was, too late.
Too late.
How so?
I remembered something, I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped up in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad?
Oh, Eustace, I was, just on my way. Oh, the bell! The bell on the chisel. Just on my way to throw out some trash.
And then I heard this tinkling sound.
Tinkling, huh? Let me guess.
Ooh, the bell from Mr. Canis's chisel. You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence?
I tried my best. But I was too late. I'm sorry.
Oh, you said you looked everywhere? Everywhere?
Literally everywhere. I went to the dump. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through garbage. I forget that stuff had been there somewhere.
Wait, that's Eustace. So that's what he was doing. And he even went so far as to search the dump.
But all I found was this.
And this is a little pungent for one thing.
Yeah, and you're a little on the ripe side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from over here.
What do you expect?
And the knife.
It's probably somewhere in there among all that trash. But there's too much to go through on my own.
Very well. The courts accept the item you presented into evidence.
You really have outdone yourself, Eustace. You never fail to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through rotting garbage with your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it?
Oh, you drive me to tears. Really, you do.
Objection!
Might be a little too soon to turn into the waterworks just for Dad. Let's take a closer look first.
If you wish to waste your time, be my guest.
Hey, Eustace Miles, so this devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth.
It seems Fender's on board. Good. Then let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winner, could you show me the piece of evidence you found?
Sure.
Let's open it, shall we? We can only hope there's something of value inside. Oh, yo, the bell! Could this be the bell that was on Mr. Canis's chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence that can prove that one way or another.
That's no good. Look at it. It's spotless.
Well, Mr. Winner. Do tell, was there anything interesting inside that little scrap of paper?
Ah,
Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts. We'll use his efforts for nothing. It's true the bell may not be of use to us as evidence. Nonetheless,
come on, Edgeworth. We can't give up yet.
as calm and collected as ever I seem, Miles, unlike my poor idiot son there. Are we to assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well.
Objection!
That's a pretty forceful objection.
Not so fast, Cavell. We're not done yet. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly.
Really, my boy? You want us to believe there's more? Desperation's never good luck, you know. It seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, that we may not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. We can't know for sure without looking more closely, but if I'm right, we're talking about...
I'm talking about the newspaper the bell was wrapped in.
Seems we really were thinking the same thing. It's beautiful, really it is. Tear-jerkingly so. So, might call in some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. But whatever one calls it, to put it one's faith in a worthless piece of garbage, that takes belief. Haha! Let's take a closer look and see if it's as worthless as you say. Eustace, if you'd be so kind. Oh no! Fuck off. All these finger marks.
And look, it's covered in some sort of oil.
Judge Cavell, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Could I request you to call on somebody for forensics? Very well. Summon a technician right away. Are the results, Your Honor? It's been confirmed these are finger marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made by somebody wearing gloves.
No.
Oh dear. Well, that doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it? But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. What kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately like you, my boy.
Whoa, way to talk to your kids, Super Dad.
I'm merely calling a spade, or in this case, an idiot. Real winners know to keep their emotions out of things. And take no pity on the weak and foolish, including your own ineffective offspring.
Dad,
You spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. But thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me, thanks to the power I wield. You've never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled. First by me, then by Verity.
Dad?
Oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears.
Garbage smelling?
Not that it's a stench that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection!
No, you're wrong.
I am, my boy? Wrong about what?
I'm not the one that smells. You are.
What did you say?
Yeah, you smell, and you don't even realize it. You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff. Right there where the finger marks are.
You want me to smell it? Is that oil?
Yeah, and I know where it came from.
Wait, I know where from somewhere too. It smells of engine oil in here.
That odor tells us something. Something important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. But I guess my dad's right. I guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never, ever be able to stand up to him no matter what he's done.
Ooh, Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you're going to be different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor. And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. A prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth, to see that it comes to light no matter what. We expose crimes, and we see that their perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right beside you. We might need to kiss, though. You know, we'll talk about that later.
Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. Those finger marks tie my dad to the crime. We just need to show everybody how.
Take that!
The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace, it's the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even.
Yep, and we both smelled it before in the same place.
In Chairman Winner's garage. What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? the outlines of the letters D-E-A-T-H, the same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves.
Objection.
Oh, gloves that can be bought at any store. How does that prove anything, dear boy?
Objection.
How indeed?
That's not the only thing that connects your gloves to the piece of newspaper you found.
Look again at the scrap of paper and the bell was wrapped in. And compare it to the gloves we found in Chairman Winter's garage. There's a feature that undeniably connects the two.
Take that.
Wait, no, it should be the dirt, right? Oh, the A is only half there. I didn't notice that before.
Take that.
Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing. I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to that of the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make it even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winner's gloves. Officer, have these two pieces of evidence compared right away.
Ah, curse you, Edgeworth, and you, Eustace. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors. Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted to fate. You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant.
Okay, so there's an ad starting in about 10 seconds. So we're going to pause here real quick for those of you who do not have a sub. Right, so we'll be back in a minute or two. I will BRB until then. All right, right back into it. Eustace is actually being kind of a Chad. Not sure if I like it or not.
And you did try and protect the defendant.
What? Do you think you're going to be able to make that stick? You think they'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool.
Objection.
Just give it up, Dad. Admit what you did.
Objection.
You think you'll stand a chance to throw out me around? You won't last 5 minutes.
You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to become a prosecutor to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the dark all on my own, I got to thinking how powerless I was, and all this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me a way forward. I don't need your approval anymore. I don't need you. After all, I found that evidence on my own, didn't I? My men kidnapped you? What are you talking about?
Objection!
I guess the courtroom is a good place as any to tell you the truth, Dad.
Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fuel, Eustace. You always will be.
I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. And goodbye.
When did you need me, dang it. You can't possibly survive without me, Eustace. The court hereby accepts that vital evidence in the case was suppressed by Chairman Winner. That crime will be tried and an appropriate judgment decided at a future date. But for now we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that.
What? You're gonna dig through all that trash for the knife, darling? But then...
Don't worry, important to God. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant.
You devil? Punish moi? Impossible! Excelsius, you blithering buffoon! Why'd you do that? What did you do? All you swagger and bluster about how they'd never declare me guilty, now this? You're the one who I went after when they arrested me. Because you made me believe I could trust you. And not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work, idiot! You! Feckless, useless, idiot of a man!
An unsightly outburst, to say the least, but an informative one. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace?
Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right?
Oh, yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence. Very well. Then it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Knuckle fast!
What? Huh? Who's that? Hi.
Sorry, Judge Cavell. Your happy ending will have to wait. Li Shang-Xin's the end of the trial's not necessarily the end of the matter.
Who are you?
Just a lonely lone wolf investigator by the name of Shilong Lang.
And you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it.
Not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know.
Lang? Like the Lang from 12 years ago?
Yep. Good to see you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you.
Agent Lang, please explain yourself.
Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened 12 years back.
Wait, 12 years?
Look, a lot happened, okay? This was 12 years or more ago. My father and President being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day.
This is all from previous. Could this all be connected to Ancient Lang's father and his relationship with the President somehow?
Fifi Lagarde and Excelsius Winner. In the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family's name into the dirt.
Are we to assume that you have some personal connection to the incident in question?
I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyway. Right now, I'm here for you, Cavell.
Me?
You and one other person.
on. You're both under arrest on suspicion of having conspired to murder Di Jun Wang.
Objection!
Where is your evidence, Agent Lang?
Not so fast!
All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look everything over again.
What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know.
If you got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along.
Oh, believe me, I will. The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the President's murder, or uncovered the truth behind those so-called monster sightings. Or figuring out who was on the phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over yet.
Alright, so in the midst of all that, we kept Lagarde and Winner from getting away, and we gave Eustace a huge confidence boost, which is wonderful, actually. Now here's the rest of the Motley crew.
Oh, could you maybe calm down a little?
Calm down. No way, Jose, not until y'all come clean. It's for your own good, dang it. Our intrepid reporters refuse to give up, even face repeated stonewalling from the crew.
Look, you ladies need to stop harassing these people, or I have to ask you to...
You cops sure got a lot of nerve. Y'all the ones never throw a source around wild. Hoping to hide the facts that bred that menace themselves, just have clinging desperately to their story. Look, we're really not breeding anything. This is a movie set. Said the gal who told me she done got Gordy with her own dang eyes. Sure, I saw something, but that doesn't mean we're keeping monsters here.
Alright, break it up.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
And Sean!
Y'all on the trail of this here monster infestation too, huh?
No, we're in the trail of a criminal. Li Jing says, the darkest of the criminal's heart can sometimes be compared to a monster. That is to say, a killer's no different from a monster, really. Officer Lang, this is highly irregular, sir. We can't allow members of the public onto the crime scene. These people are important witnesses. I need them to be here.
Well, Agent Lang, here we are. Where do you intend to begin?
Let's start by summing up the facts. President Wang's body was discovered here this morning. He hadn't been seen since the night before last.
Yes, he slipped off without his bodyguards noticing, if I remember correctly.
So he was missing for over a day. And the last person to see him alive was you, Judge Cavell, on the roof of the big building.
Why is Sean sweating?
Why the two of you arranged to meet?
I'm sorry, but I can't say.
Not even defend yourself from an accusation of murder.
Why? Why can't you just say?
Please, Judge Cavell, we're trying to help you.
Not so fast!
She can't say because she'll incriminate herself more. I knew it had something to do with the president's murder. I'm gonna prove it.
Objection!
You said yourself that the body was only found this morning. How do you explain the time passed between Judge Cavell's meeting the president?
Not so fast!
That's exactly what I'm hoping to find out. I'm particularly interested in what happened last night. So why don't you tell us exactly how it all went down, Sean?
Me?
We know you were here on the set last night.
You were, Sean.
We have testimony from the woman over there and forensic evidence from the footprints that proves it. You came back to run your lines, right? What? You're spying on me? I'm sorry, I was just making sure you're okay. It was late. I was worried about you. How many times am I going to tell you? I don't need you worrying about me. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I didn't even clock the thought of like how Gavel would be as a mom. I love how quickly he jumped.
Sean, that's no way to talk to an adult. She was trying to look out for you. Apologize this instant.
Sorry.
I've told you before, I won't have you speaking to people that way. Wow, this is a whole new Judge Gavel.
It seems she's just as strict on her son as she is with those who break the law.
Are you listening to me? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You must...
Hi, Baymax.
And I want you to remember that, alright?
Not so fast.
Can we get on the investigation now?
Oh, of course, forgive me.
I don't think I've ever seen her so passionate about anything. I just guess Judge Gavel's the mother will take a little getting used to. Are we to understand that you're accusing Sean of being involved somehow, Agent Lang?
I just want the truth. I need to know why the president was killed. And by who? I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna find out.
I guess that makes sense for him to be so determined. The president was practically family to him. All right, Sean. Perhaps you could tell us exactly what happened last night.
Fine by me. I got nothing to hide. I had a bad day yesterday. Messed up a couple takes. We were scheduled to shoot the same scene again today. So I thought I'd put some extra practice, and that's what I did. That's it simple. It's not like I haven't done it before. I was fine. Nothing happened.
You've been rehearsing late at night again. But when I called you yesterday evening, Sean, you said you were at the hotel.
You called him. Around what time?
It must have been 11 p.m. or thereabouts. It's one of our rules. When Sean stays away from home, we have to speak every night.
Yeah, well, I wasn't at the hotel. I was here on set.
So you lied to me?
I'm sorry.
Ooh, now she's mad. I think it's kind of amazing how hard he wants to work on his acting, though.
Nevertheless, a parent can't help but worry. A child alone late at night, anything could happen to him. And indeed it did. He got himself entangled in this case.
But he said nothing happened, right?
He did, which I can't help but wonder if he was telling the truth.
And today...
Hold it.
Let's press this real quick.
Sean, about what you just said.
How many times have I made you promise? If you're going to rehearse on your own, you have to tell me.
I know.
Well, this little outburst rather stole my thunder. Tell me, let me ask again. About what?
I think it's pretty cool, though, Sean.
What? More interruptions.
It's all the hours of practice that make the best that you can be, little by little. I'm the same. I went from small-time thief to average thief. Before I knew it, greatness beckoned. But now I finally made it. I've never stopped doing my best, and neither should you.
May I continue? Now, Sean, do you often rehearse alone? Finally, I got my question out without being interrupted.
Hold it.
Are you sure about that?
What do you mean? Of course I'm sure. It's just a regular evening. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Huh? A regular evening? How can you say that? Somebody was...
Okay, he's just a child. You must be too hard on him. Nothing happened, really.
Like with the case, anyway. At least that's what it sounds like he wants us to believe.
Wait, don't we have some evidence related to what happened last night?
We do. We also have some time to be humoring the lies of a child. Let's use what we have to point out the contradiction in his testimony.
What happened last night? Why is this? Why did we get this? There's still more to this. I'm guessing they're talking about this.
Objection!
Baby, no.
Nothing happened. I'm sorry, but you're lying. This proves it beyond a doubt.
Wait, how did you?
That's right. Your rehearsal tape.
What? We have video footage from last night.
We do. And if you watch it, you'll see that it was no ordinary evening.
There's a footprint there already.
There is. And I'm not sure that's an everyday sight, even on a film set.
Sean, why would you keep this from me? No reason.
Liar. That stuff might work on your mommy, kid, but won't work on me. Why'd you hide the tape?
Sean, you have to tell us.
You?
Look, I just didn't want anyone to see me rehearsing, okay? I don't like it. Honestly, as someone who hi, I stream, hi, I'm on stage, I do all those things. When it comes to recording and practicing here, the amount of self-conscious I get is exasperated. It is shot up huge. If I wanted to sit here and record lines for something, I get so in my own brain, I just want to do it by myself. I would even get freaked out if Miss Behaden was here. I don't know what it is particularly with recording voice lines or anything, or delivering those, but those will spike that in me. And mind you, I'll go on stage and act like a complete idiot for a full hour, making weeby jokes in a costume, But recording something by myself, it is such a thing. So I get it. I feel for Sean here.
Ding! So you're embarrassed, is that it?
Yeah, what's so weird about that?
That's why you didn't hand over the vital evidence.
Sean, how could you?
My milk!
Give me a break. You know about it now, don't you? Sure, the front room was there, but I just ran my lines and went home, that's all. What? No, God, giant monster footprint stuck to you is weird. It's a giant monster footprint. On the set of a giant monster movie. It's not like there's... Excuse me. It's not like there isn't all kinds of weird stuff around here already. I don't buy for a second. Chief, there's something hickey about this kid, and I'm sure staying right here. Dang, Skippy there is. He's trying to scoop under them horns. Oh, my name ain't Loudheart. Shut up, both of you. I'm done talking.
No, you're not.
What?
The footprint isn't the only strange thing about last night. What other unusual occurrence appeared yesterday evening? Or happened yesterday evening?
Take that!
The model of the tall saucer's head fell from the roof of that trailer last night. Did you expect us to believe that you knew nothing about that?
I know what you're talking about.
Is that so?
I told you, I ran my lines, I went home, that's it. What do you want to know about some stupid falling head? Or are you saying you can prove I know something?
Sadly not. Entirely possible the head fell over after shot left.
No proof, Ron, this conversation's over.
Something tells me he doesn't want to talk about last night any more than is absolutely necessary. What does he hide?
Hold it right there.
What is it, Agent Lang?
So it's just as I thought. Thanks, Mr. Prosecutor. This footage of yours backs up my theory nicely.
What? There was something else on the tape.
Yep, look closely. See the costume in the top left?
Yeah, the Torosaurus suit.
Something's different. Do you see it?
Well, it's unzipped and there was a bag.
I'm not sure. He's just kind of hanging out and looking a little saggy. Oh, and the zipper on his back's done up tight. The zipper? That's...
Yeah. I guess y'all see it now, right? On the tape, the zipper's wide open. Why? Because somebody's inside the suit, that's why. What?
Mr. Powers, that zipper. Can you tell us about it?
Oh, well, we always close it up tight when the suit isn't in use.
That's right, Mr. Prosecutor. And you remember something else I said not long ago? Let me refresh your memory.
You're saying the body could have been hidden in the Torosaurus suit?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Isn't that right, Gravel? Gravel. You pushed the person off the roof, like I said, and you hid his body inside that costume.
I most certainly did not.
Protest all you like. I'm not gonna believe you. The only person who could have done this.
I thought we would prove that would have been impossible. The movie set was locked at the time. There's no way Judge Cavell would have been able to get in here.
What if she had an accomplice?
What?
I've got a little theory for you. I think you're gonna like it. What if Shaw was waiting down here and Cavell pushed the president? With the two of them working together, the problem lock goes away. Then they work to hide the body too, by dragging over the Torosaurus suit and stuffing inside.
You think the murder was really that carefully planned?
It was the assassination of world leader. It could only have been carefully planned.
To suggest that Sean could have been involved in this it's unthinkable.
You're my prime suspect. What makes you think I'm gonna listen to what you say?
But what motive? What reason would either of them have to kill President Wang?
Oh, who knows? We'll find out soon enough. She was the last one to meet him, and she won't tell us why. Pretty darn suspicious. Even you have to agree with that.
Judge Cavell, I don't suppose I can convince you to share more details. My apologies, but that is one thing I cannot do. However, rest assured, should that ever change, you will be the first to know. So please, you...
Have to believe me? Yeah, murderers have a habit of saying that. What about you, kid? Any weak excuses to offer? If so, now's time to get them off your chest.
I got nothing to say. I'm innocent.
Well, this tight-lipped as ever, huh? But let me guess, you're still gonna try and stick up for them.
It's true. Judge Cavell's actions certainly make her seem suspicious. But nothing she has told us amounts to a motive for murder, or even a suggestion of one.
No, and like I said, I'm leaving motive aside for now. For the moment, I'm focused on means and opportunity. And for my money, these two had been working together for a little plot to succeed.
Hold it!
Well, then why would he videotape it?
You're seriously suggesting that a child could have been an accomplice in the murder?
Look at him, he's still in elementary school.
There's no way a kid that young would be involved in something like this.
I think I mentioned that he's in junior high, right?
Lang, she says. Pity no wolf, be he cub or grizzled elder. It doesn't matter how young he is. If he's guilty, he's guilty. And he'll be treated as such.
Wow, wolf cubs have it hard, huh?
I'm surprised at you, Mr. Prosecutor. You're saying he deserves mercy just because of his age.
Of course not. I'm saying there's no way he did any of this, and I'm going to prove it to you.
I look forward to it. Boy warned. Boy getting warmed up. Two of them working together, the problem lock goes away.
Hold it!
Goes away how exactly?
I thought you might try this. You know I both know exactly how. Let me make it nice and simple for you. First, she pushes the present off the roof.
Pushes, okay.
Then the kid opens the combination lock because he knows the code.
Yep, kid opens code, knows lock, got it.
No, okay, it's the other way around.
And that's it. It's that simple. No more lock to worry about. No more objections about her not being able to get in here.
That would explain away the problems of the lock, it's true. Thank you for your clear and incisive explanation. Incisive? Yeah. Please, continue.
I will, and hopefully this next part will shut you up.
Hold it!
But if the two of them were working together, why would they need to hide the body for a full day?
Well, look at the situation right in front of you. Thanks to that little ruse, we're still puzzling over what they were up to even now. But if you let me speak, I can clear all this whole mess once and for all. Ready? Good. It's like I was saying, they work together to hide the body. By dragging over the Torosaur suit and stuffing it inside.
Hold it!
The video footage doesn't show the inside of the suit. You can't say for certain that there was a body in there at the time, can you?
Maybe not. We take a look right now. Let's open up and see what's inside. I put money on finding proof it was in there.
Do you mind if we examine this? Do you mind if we examine the suit, Mr. Powers? Oh, no at all. Might be a little wipe though. It gets pretty sweaty in there.
Wait, why is the exact same shit that was on Winner's gloves in the fucking suit? The fuck?
Oh, it's filthy. Yeah. It's weird. I always clean it out pretty good. If you don't, it gets kind of moldy.
In other words, what we're looking at is proof that somebody other than you used the costume.
What's with the void? The void.
The dirt in there must have come from the body.
I guess the present was lying right in the middle of that footprint. He probably would have gotten pretty dirty.
Exactly. Well, everybody happy?
Dirt. It must have been from when the body was hidden there.
Hold it!
If the dirt is from when the body was hidden inside the suit, we're assuming that it came directly from the body, correct?
What are you even talking about? Of course we are. Where else would it have come from?
It really is pretty filthy in there, huh? The dirt got everywhere. Especially on the part where the chest would have been.
The chest? I think that might be an important clue.
His theory hangs on pretty well, yep.
It certainly states that they would have carried out the murder if they were working together. I don't think we stand any much to gain from disputing that. So what do you do instead? We listen carefully to his testimony once more and see if we can tease it out. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. So, must have been from when they put the suit in there. First off, like, he's got a stain of yellow, but, like, he's not actually that gross at all. Just saying.
But these match the dirt.
I guess maybe I just present these and see where we go?
Objection!
No? Okay, so I don't present those and see where we go.
Okay, so what am I missing? Signals are intercepted from the bug that's planted. Found. That really it? There's no difference otherwise? Around the, he said around the chest. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Fire started here. Wait.
Objection!
Okay, yeah, because he's got yellow on, and he's surrounded by the broken up concrete. But if he was killed 2 days ago, there wouldn't be flecks of concrete in the suit, right? That must be flecks of concrete. Which means, at some point, Eustace Winter was at the crime scene? Not Eustace, Excelsius Winter was at the crime scene last night? Because of the gloves covered in concrete specks? So all assumptions that the inside of the suit is dirty because the dirt came from the body. Would it be safe to say that's the case? Why, is there a problem? The part of the suit directly in front of the opening is particularly dirty. Yeah, it really is. But look at the victim. The area of his body that would have been in contact with that part of the suit isn't dirty at all. If the victim had crammed in there as you suggest, his chest would have surely been covered in dirt. Fine, so what's your explanation? How'd all that dirt get inside there? Based on the videotape, there may have been somebody in the suit at the time. So who was it if it wasn't the president? Come on, Kay, think. Where was it? Is something the matter, Kay? I've seen that dirt. Dirt like that somewhere else, I'm sure of it. I just can't think of where. Dirt with weird little grey bits in it. Grey bits? She's right, there is something mixed in there. You're stuck to something else we looked at. Lots of it. Stuck to something we looked at. An item of evidence, maybe. It's probably worth checking. Does one of the items we found have similar kinds of dirt on it? Yes, I tried to present it earlier and said no.
Take that!
As Kay pointed out, the dirt on the inside of the suit contains small flecks of something grey. And? We discovered similar flecks stuck to an item belonging to somebody we recently had dealings with. The item in question being these gloves. You're right. The dirt looks familiar. So what? What are you saying? Come on, spell it out for me. Give me your best shot. Kiss me, you fool. What? Nothing. Continue, please. I'm serious. What exactly is grey flecks yours? I believe the grey flecks are concrete. Surely they're flecks of concrete. Oh, like all the little broken up bits around the footprint, you mean? Exactly. And who did the gloves on which we found similar dirt and grey flecks belong to? Chairman Winner. We found them in his garage. That's right. We visited the garage at his home earlier today. And we found a pair of mechanics gloves covered in dirt. And if I recall correctly, a sledgehammer and shovel too. Why would a pair of mechanics gloves be covered in dirt? I'll tell you why, because somebody wore them while they were used that hammer and shovel. They smashed with the concrete to the dirt below, staining the gloves with both substances. Wait, so you're saying...
Yes, that we finally know what these footprints really are. It seems highly likely they're dug by Chairman Winner.
Highly likely. If that's so, then tell me this. Why the heck did he make them? What purpose could they serve?
Why indeed? I imagine he must have...
Wait, the note. We left it by the planter? Well, I'm gonna save it. Because remember the note that we got was like, I hid that evidence by the planter or something. Like, honestly, both of these work because he could be burying the evidence as well.
I think he must have been digging something up. I imagine events unfolded somewhat like this. There was something on the slot he needed to unearth. In order to do so, he cut the chain on the side entrance and gained access from there. Then he used a sledgehammer and shovel to dig 3 footprints. When he found what he was looking for, he backed it up and filled in all the holes.
Ah, but then Sean must have showed up, right?
I think he did, yes. Chairman Winner must have had to find a hiding place, and the Trollsaur suit provided just that.
Oh, that's why the bag was there and in the garage. You got all that from a pair of dirty gloves. That's good, but it's all just speculation. You don't have any proof that he was inside that suit. You could have dug those holes and gotten out before the kid even showed up.
Objection!
But he didn't, and there's proof of that right there, in the footage. It was still present when the recording was made.
What?
It's a shame that Agent Lang didn't notice it himself. But if we compare the situation as we see it now, the situation it appears in Sean's rehearsal tape, and compare that in turn with what we saw in Chairman Winner's garage, it soon becomes clear that the chairman was present.
Take that!
Look at the bag next to the Trollsaur suit. We saw the same bag in Chairman Winner's garage. The same bag, the dirt on the gloves. That has indicated connection, surely. I think that pretty much seals it. There was Excelsior's Winner in the suit. And if he was there, the president's body can't have been. Good. Seems I'm convinced Lang of the flaws in his theory.
So we got to Joe Winner's house right away. We need to get that bag.
Yes, sir.
Y'all don't let your mind. I can't believe what I'm hearing. What's all this hogwail?
This is all we need.
Them right there's Torso's footprint, dang it. Ain't no hole dug by no old guy.
I think I've demonstrated more than adequately that that's exactly what they are.
Don't matter me none if what you done did. I don't believe it, that's it. I done told y'all. I seen that big bad bull my own 2 eyes. Giant eye appearing in the window. I thought we gone past
Giant eye appearing in the window. I thought we'd gone past that nonsense.
We ain't about to let that go. What kind of journeys you take us forward?
Responsible ones, but I guess that'd be a whole problem.
Wait, ain't like it was just about the footprints no how? You was seen fraternizing one of them monsters, ain't that correct, young man? By the young lady over there, if I'm not very much mistaken.
We're never going to get anywhere with these two around.
Maybe if we'll prove them that it wasn't a monster either, they might finally drop it. What do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Any bright ideas?
Prove that there wasn't a monster? Fine, I suppose there's much else for it. Let's see what we can do.
What you two whispering about? Y'all hiding something, ain't ya? A minute. Quick, Tabby, roll tape.
Hold it!
Could I politely ask that you both calm down? The monster the boy was talking to, we know what it was now.
Huh?
That's right. Sean's rehearsal tape finally cleared up that particular mystery.
It did?
The point at which Miss Nichols thought she saw Sean with Gordy. That would have been right when he was making his rehearsal tape. I think she mistook a certain object for the legendary creature of the lake. Your so-called monster's right here in this picture.
Huh? I don't see no Goldie. Ain't nothing but the dumb snapshot. You're talking to a pro here. Can't fool me with no trick photography.
What was Miss Nichols' Gordy really?
Take that!
That's right. It was a camera crane. That is what Miss Nichols stole, not Gordy.
What?
John's rehearsal tape was shot from a noticeably elevated viewpoint. A viewpoint that would have been very possible if the camera was a viewpoint that would only been possible if the camera in question was attached to a crane.
Bull, how the heck she make a mistake like that, huh?
Objection!
How indeed, Miss Nichols?
Yes?
You told us you think you might need new glasses, didn't you?
Yeah, my eyesight's gone way worse all of a sudden.
And I imagine that is when you thought you saw Gordy. It was heavily shrouded in darkness.
That's right. I only really saw a silhouette. But you done told us. Skin like an enormous worm, you said. Y'all trying to tell us a precious crane grew skin all somehow? Ain't even no flesh of them metal bones, let alone skin.
You're entirely correct, of course. Not the crane as it was in that particular picture, anyway. But it did have a skin of a sort last night.
I knew you were a scoop hater. This is plumb crazy. You want Tabby and me to stop, ain't? Is that it?
That wasn't my intent at all. But I do think it's time to finally put them both out of their misery. Gordy's skin is right here in front of us.
Take that!
Miss Nichols told us that it seems likely to have rained last night. That never happened in the end. But I think Sean may have covered the crane with rainproof sheeting nevertheless. And that, my intrepid young reporters, is what Miss Nichols mistook for Gordy's skin.
What? Ah, heck.
Well, Sean, am I mistaken?
You see everything, don't you? Gotta say, you're pretty amazing.
I'm sorry, Miss Hart, but Miss Nichols' monster was no such thing. It was a simple trick of the light.
Just like that, the dream dies. Again. Chief? I think that may have finally shut them up. I thought the kid was holed out on us. But see, it was my... Could have maybe been a little wrong, maybe.
Alright. We know what the so-called monster was now. Everybody happy?
Everybody except these two.
Agent Lang.
President's autopsy report is out, sir.
It is, let me see it. Death due to full body contusions and bone breakage caused by extreme pressure from above. So we have a cause of death. He was crushed. Just as we thought. Time of death, approximately 11 p.m. Test results still haven't come back from the yellow substance found in his chest. They did find gunshot residue in his right hand.
Gunshot residue? Guess he was a kid at heart, huh?
Gunshot residue K is the substance left behind when a firearm is discharged. Its presence indicates that the president may have used a gun.
Really? But we didn't find a gun anywhere, did we?
Indeed not, which makes the residue something of a riddle. We'll need to read the report carefully. Well, Agent Lang, that clears one thing up at least. The president didn't die from a fall, which means he wasn't pushed from the roof of the big building. He was crushed by the falling Torosaurus head, just as we said he was. Guess I have to accept that now. Fine, you were right.
Amazing. So does that mean Judge Gavelle isn't a suspect anymore either?
Surely it must. Both the cause and time of death ruled her out. She met with the president the night before last.
And the autopsy report puts the time of death at around 11 p.m. last night. And we know the torso said fell around then too. The facts all line up perfectly.
Ooh, what a relief. Sorry, might be a little too soon to celebrate.
What?
Surely, I think we can accept that the falling head must have been what killed the president. That begs the question of what could have caused the fall, or who.
We know what happened late last night, so we have to think about who was here at that time.
What are you getting at exactly? You can't mean... I'm afraid I do. You did it, didn't you? Sean. The kid's hiding something. He was right here last night, right when the body was found. He saw the footprints. And yet he wants to believe he knows nothing about what happened. That's a big ask, surely.
We haven't yet established if the footprints had anything to do with the murder. So even if he did see them, that doesn't mean he was involved.
Maybe not, but his face tells me different. As to the fact that he's shaking like a leaf.
It does seem like Agent Lang might be onto something, but I don't think Sean's going to talk.
Fine, keep your mouth shut, kid. I have a better idea. Why don't we let your tape do the talking?
What exactly are you planning, Agent Lang?
The police have some pretty sophisticated image analysis tools these days. You would go to such extreme lengths to see my son convicted.
It's not ideal, but if the boy won't talk, we don't have any other way of getting to the truth. Detective Gumshoe, you have access to exactly such a device, do you not?
Oh, you do, little V. Good. This should make this nice and quick. Mr. Edgeworth, might I request that it be you who carries out the analysis in question?
Why me?
I fear that Agent Lang might be inclined to believe the worst.
Image analysis isn't exactly my specialty, but alright. Will the new clues be discovered somewhere in the image net, I wonder? Oh. What the?
What is it, Miss Edgeworth? Let me see.
Hmm?
Ah! What is it? What's the matter? Show me. Mr. Edgeworth, the court asks that you share your findings.
Zoom in on the top right part of the image and look closely.
There's a person there. It's... President! Oh my. What? You're kidding, right? Well, I'd say that's pretty decisive, wouldn't you?
This doesn't look good for Sean at all.
Wait, that doesn't prove anything. I didn't know he was there. I don't believe you, and the image doesn't, in fact, prove something very important. You and the president were here at the scene of the crime last night. Admit it, kid, you murdered President Wang. No, that's ridiculous. Why would he? Sean, you can't have, can you? But we too, Miss Edgeworth. It's hard to push back against footage like that. Surely you can't deny this looks pretty bad for the kid, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, he claimed he knew nothing about what happened, but the president's right there with him.
Sean, what are you not telling us? We have to know.
He's right, Sean. Be honest now. It's the only way. The truth is, it was all my fault. Sean, what did you do? It was my fault the Torosaurus head fell off the trailer. I went up to the roof of the trailer and prepped the kit I was using, and I turned on the heater while I was up there. I must have looked burning when I came back down to run my lines. Then my mom called, and I left set to go talk to her. When I came back after the call, the Torosaurus head had fallen from the roof, and the president was just there lying next to it. No.
We did find evidence of a fire having broken out on the roof.
It was just a tiny one, so I put it out myself.
we're saying the president died because of Sean.
Oh, if we did, it would make the whole thing just an accident.
What did you do with the head after you found it on the ground?
I took it apart, carried the pieces up the roof, and put it back together again.
Oh, you're saying you put out the fire and moved the head back to where it fell? In other words, you tried to cover your tracks. You're a piece of work, kid.
It's not like I did it on purpose, I just didn't want to forget to turn the heater off.
Yes, and when the fire had burned through the legs, the table would have collapsed, and the head would have fallen down onto the ground below. Oh, would have fallen down to the ground below, that's right. The fire caused the head to fall. Those cans of paint thinner by the heater are pretty flammable. Not a great place to keep them. And you swear it was an accident. Seems a little convenient. What was the president even doing there in the first place?
I like might as well know, I didn't see anybody swear.
I don't believe you. Why would President Wang come to a place like this in the middle of the night?
His reason for coming here is something the mystery is true, but probably the exact same reason that Winter was here last night.
He met Judge Cavell up on the roof 2 nights ago. But he was also here on the movie set last night. Did he come to meet Sean?
No, probably Winter.
I think we'll need to go over the boy's statement very carefully.
Went up to the roof, trailer to prep the kit I was using, turned on the heater, I was there. Must have left it burning when I came back, down to run my lines, then my mom called and left the set to go talk to her. When I came back after the call, the Torosaurus head had fallen from the roof and the president was just here, lying next to it.
Hold it!
Did you notice anything unusual about the body?
I don't know, it's just dark.
He suddenly seems more reticent? Wow. I don't know that word's not coming in my brain. It is getting sleepy times. I don't think he wants to go over that memory any more than he has to, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sure he doesn't, but is that really all it is? Should I push him a little more? Yes. It was dark, but you knew it was a body nonetheless. He's hiding something. I'd better find out what. More people would cry out for help if they saw someone lying on the ground. And yet, you didn't.
Yeah, because what was the point? He was dead.
So you said, but I'm interested in how you knew you were able to be sure. Why were you certain he was dead?
He was lying on the ground and that huge head was right next to him. Didn't take much to figure out that's what must have happened.
Objection!
You couldn't have guessed that the impact would have killed him. How did you really know? I'll tell you how, because you checked.
Fine, I checked, okay? I was scared, but yeah, I went up to the body and looked and he wasn't breathing.
So I was right. But why try to hide that fact? There must be a reason. Could you tell me how the body looked at that point?
I couldn't tell if he was dead at first. There was no blood or anything, so it was hard to be sure. Nothing on his clothes either. He was completely clean. But yeah, he wasn't breathing. So that's how I knew he was dead.
Thank you. I'd like you to add that statement to your testimony.
I didn't know if he was dead at first. There was no body and nothing on his clothes. And then I saw he wasn't breathing. That's how I knew for sure. Wait, hold on. Nothing on his clothes.
But there was.
Sometimes it's way too clear, and we've already pointed out the yellow stain earlier.
Nothing on his clothes, nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing. Why? What's the problem with that?
There's something you're clearly hoping that we've forgotten.
What are you talking about? There isn't. It's not true.
Unluckily for you, remember it rather well. I'm talking, of course, about the yellow specks on the president's chest. You've studiously avoided mentioning them throughout your testimony. An absence I find suspicious, to say the least. I hope for your sake you have a satisfactory explanation.
Overruled.
Judge Cavell? Allow me to explain. You? But the yellow residue on the president's chest, I imagine is from a bouquet of flowers. Lion lilies, to be precise. Lion lilies? 2 nights ago when I met the president on the roof of a big building, I presented him with a bouquet. They're a type of lily with large yellowish flowers. I imagine that the substance on President Wang's chest was pollen from those flowers. They're not in the printout from the security camera. Only because the president is in the way. But why give him flowers? That is not something I'm at liberty to divulge. Oh, what more secrets? Are you serious? First you wanted to tell us why you met him. Now you can't even tell us about the flowers. My sincerest apologies, but all I can tell you is that I gave him the bouquet.
Objection!
A bouquet that was nowhere near the bottom when it was discovered. How do you explain that? I cannot. Seriously, Your Honor. Some things you won't explain, the rest you can't. Come on, you've got to give us something. You wouldn't let this fly in the courtroom. What makes you think we'll accept it here? Hey, leave her alone. Sean. Hold on, snoozing the ad break. Snooze for 5 minutes. All right. I threw the flowers away, okay? You did? So they were there when you first found the body? Yeah, they were right there on his chest. And they were squashed completely flat. Oh, I guess that makes sense, right? They would have gotten crushed along with the president. And the pollen would have been smeared across his jacket from the front. That does explain things rather neatly. But why remove the bouquet and dispose of it? No reason. He's almost as evasive as his mother. More secrets, they're quite a pair. There are no secrets. I know exactly where I shall dispose the bouquet. Huh? You saw me leave the house with it, didn't you? Oh, I get it. When you saw the flowers on the president's body, you remembered seeing your mother with them. And felt the need to prevent her from becoming under suspicion. No, you got all wrong. That's his least convincing lie yet. Okay. I often decorate our home with lion lilies. I imagine that's why he remembered. So the flowers his mother was carrying showed up on the president's body. And because of that, he got rid of the bouquet and kept quiet after having discovered the corpse. Well, that ties everything up nicely, doesn't it? A little too nicely for my tastes. Why? What's wrong with that? Nice. You forgot, huh? Kid also told us he was responsible for the head falling in the first place. Yeah, he did, but... So he's still our only suspect. The finger of suspicion still seems to be pointing firmly in Sean's direction. Wait. I can think of a far more likely culprit than the boy. Oh, what? The person was holding Sean captive only until a short moment ago. That's right, where do I go from the White House refrigeration unit down by the harbor? Refrigeration unit in the depot? Yo! Luckily it wasn't switched on. Poor kid might have frozen like a popsicle otherwise. He was doing his best to call for help, which is how we found him. The sedative's worn up by then, so he'd be wide awake and plenty loud. Sedative? Isn't that what you were given too? Yep, we found the bottle on the floor of the unit. It was even the same brand. 3Z's. Apparently it's super strong. Well, Agent Lang, surely that suggests Sean is a victim, not a suspect. Somebody else was responsible, and I think they're behind all of this. Oh yeah? The secret mastermind yours was here last night. That I can't yet say. It's not like you to be so vague, Mr. Prosecutor. Sadly, we just don't have anything to tie Officer's kidnapper to the murder of the president. So, is there anybody else? Somebody other than Sean who could have committed the murder?
So that's right, the kid's the only suspect.
Not quite. I can think of another.
What?
Somebody who we just recently proved was right here on the movie set last night.
Chairman Winner. You think he killed the President Waring?
Why not? We've proven that he was present. And if he was here, he's a viable suspect as anyone else, would you say?
Winner. Could he really have?
It's certainly another possibility to consider.
12 years ago, he was...
That number again. Snooze again. Give me 5 more minutes, ads. Right? I think from 12 years ago. Agent Lang, what happened 12 years ago?
It has nothing to do with you.
I think it has everything to do with me. It's clearly connected to this case.
Huh? You can prove that, can you? Go ahead, show me proof that what happened 12 years ago has anything to do with this.
Proof?
If you can't prove it, this conversation's over.
Oh, wait, the report with the knight. Yeah. Yeah.
Take that!
This is a report about Bronco Knight. He was sent to Chairman Winner by Warden Lagarde. This last part in particular should be of interest to you.
Retrieved the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. In front of the planter.
And that's not all. Take a look at this. This letter was sent to Rosie Ringer, the victim of a murder that happened the night before last. We don't know who sent it, but it does say this. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago.
What? But
Something strange is going on, Agent Lang. Miss Ring was murdered the night before last, and President Wang not long afterwards. There's a connection between the two murders. There has to be. And I believe we can trace that connection to the events 12 years ago in the past. Am I wrong?
these old wounds you're opening here. Insults to my family name.
Please, Agent Lang, we need to know. Who on earth was that? Shifu?
Huh? What are you doing here?
We came to find you, sir. Where you're looking into the incident from 12 years ago.
Idiots. I'm not your boss anymore. Get back to your duties right now.
We can't do that, sir.
What? You're disobeying a direct order?
Please, sir. I'm begging you. We all are. We have to reopen the investigation into the SS5 incident. We know you can't let it go after you figured out what happened, and we can't either. Well, Agent Lang, it seems your former underlings want the events of the past explained too.
You think it's that easy? That you could solve the case just like that?
I think we can, together.
Well, alright then. Offer accepted.
Shifu.
Nice. Let's get our turn to step up.
I'm sorry, Kay?
You're looking into the case from the past, right? I just happen to have something that'll help with that.
Ah, you mean Mr. Thief?
Sure do. Give me the details of the incident. I can rust up a little simulation. Sadly, we don't have the files relating to the case.
What? How come?
Access to those files is restricted. They're top secret.
Really? Why?
Beats me. Someone must have something to hide. Even I've never seen them. Everything I know I've read in newspaper articles from time.
That's fine. Just tell us what you can.
Alright. SS5 incident. Happened on Winter's Day 12 years ago. February 10th. Your police received a call directly from the kidnapper. I've got the president of Shangfa.
So he was kidnapped?
Yeah, SS5 is the official designation of the present kidnapping case. The kidnapper wanted $100 million.
$100 million? How much money even is that? More than you can imagine, it seems.
Last person to see the president that night was my father. They were together at the embassy in Shangfa until midnight on the 10th.
And nobody knows what happened to the president after he was kidnapped. Our government did everything it could to scrape together the money. They were desperate to save him. In the end, they succeeded. The money was handed over, and the president came home safe.
So President Wang was head honcho back then? Go, Mr. President.
Like the time he stayed in power isn't even close to the most impressive thing about him.
Agent Lang was clearly very fond of President Wang. I assume the kidnapping was thoroughly investigated.
It was. The investigation was top secret, as was the trial.
The trial? So the suspect was arrested.
Yeah, none other than our friend, Fifi Lagarde.
What? Is that why you visited the prison?
It is. That's what you might call extended leave from Interpol. So I thought I'd use the time to look into what happened 12 years ago. And I wanted to see who I was dealing with.
She was found not guilty then, wasn't she?
Yeah. My father was in charge of the president.
Snooze one more time.
Security at the time, but they held him responsible for the kidnapping and stripped him of his duties as presidential bodyguard. He stayed on the force, though, and worked case alone, until eventually he found a suspect. Lagarde. And if he thought she did it, there's no way she's innocent. But they declared her not guilty. The case went cold. My father couldn't take it. He was broken. Finally, he quit the force altogether.
So he had solid grounds to suspect Warden Lagarde.
He must have had evidence. He wouldn't have charged her otherwise. And I've never been able to see the materials from the case. Sorry, but that's all I know.
What do we do, Miss Edgeworth? This is useful information, but I don't think it's enough for Little Thief to recreate the scene.
Oh, is there really nothing we can do?
You look like you'd use a hand. Who's this now?
Francesca!
Hey, Mr. Fender.
Yeah, we finally wrapped up things at the courthouse, so we thought we'd come see what you kids are up to.
Here.
What's this? We chose ICS-5 incident investigation report.
Hey. With Fifi Lagarde mentioned an incident from 12 years ago earlier, I couldn't help but wonder. So I decided to look into it, and this was what Interpol provided.
Nice work, Francisca.
Don't get the wrong idea, Master Edgeworth. You're no longer a prosecutor. I didn't do this for you. I did it so that a colleague could solve his father's final case.
I owe you, sis. But everything related to SS5 is supposed to be top secret.
Yes, but that classification was applied to the prosecutor's charge of the case, Excelsius Vinner.
He was the prosecutor in charge.
Him again.
Don't worry. Due to the outcome of this morning's case, he's been stripped of his authority. An outcome that was in no part thanks to the efforts of his own son.
Eustace. So in defeating his father, he made the old case file available to us? Sounds like we owe him.
Prosecutor Eustace Vinner is busy wrapping up things in conclusion of the Lagarde trial, but he asked me to give you a message. Leave Dad and Lagarde to me. You focus on your case over there.
He's even starting to sound like a prosecutor.
Indeed he is. Alright, now I've got the case file. I can recreate the scene, no problem.
Excellent, let's get started.
Actually, before we dive into the crime scene investigation, it's already way past what I normally at. This actually seems like a great... This seems like a great place to pause. Like right before we see the reveal. So hold on, let's go back to let's go back to the office. Okay, we'll turn on the vibes. Alright, so just reminders going forward. Alright. First off, thank you for everyone who's been joining me tonight. I've been having so much fun playing this game. So much damn fun. But again, I still work in the mornings. That is kind of a thing. Friday's gonna be Fall Guys. Oh no, I don't want that button. I want a different button. Friday's still gonna be Fall Guys. I am gonna keep pushing out reminders for Extra Life on Saturday. Not this Saturday, the following Saturday, November 2nd. Big day for me. I love Extra Life. I love doing stuff for the charity. Next week we'll be doing 2 more nights and finishing up the rest of this game before we jump into Zelda that following Saturday. And yeah, I'm having so much fun. My throat, however, is destroyed right now. But that being said, I need to find out who to send you beautiful folks who've been sticking with me tonight over to. So we'll take a quick look at who is on, who we can send you folks over to. Ooh, there's quite a few people who are up currently playing. And you know what? There's someone in here who was in here earlier that's streaming. That would be Icarus, who is a new friendo that I made through some of the collabs I've been doing. And that seems like the best option. They came in to say hello to us. And so it only behooves us to pay that forward. So we're going to go say hi to Icarus. They're currently playing Valorant, which I know nothing about, aside from it has shouty boom booms. And then, again, on Friday, Fall Guys, doing all the stuff, being, cracked at it. And then after that, we'll be doing the rest of Ace Attorney 2 next week. I'm going to send this raid out before the ad break starts. Monday and Wednesday. If we need an extra day, I'll do it Thursday. And then November 2nd, Extra Life. Put it on your calendar. Going to be doing that all day with Zelda. And then a collab with 3 people in the evening. I'm looking forward to it a lot. But I have work in the morning. I need my sleep. Let's go say hi to Icarus. I hope you guys will join me. They were in here earlier being super nice. So let's send that forward. I will see you guys at some point, hopefully later this week. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one and good night. Bye.